Hello and welcome to this energizing 15-minute sun salutation sequence. My name is Mitzi. I'm a soon-to-be GP, currently a yoga teacher trainee. When you're ready, grab your mat and let's begin. Standing in Tadasana, mountain pose at the front of your mat, grounding through the feet, softening the knees, gently engaging the thighs, stacking hips over knees over ankles, rolling the shoulders up and back, opening the chest, taking a moment to set your intention here. On your next inhale, reaching the arms up, gentle back bend, coming down into a forward fold. Inhaling up, halfway lift, exhaling, grounding the hands down, stepping the right foot back, lowering the knee, uncurling the toe. Inhale, the arms up, exhale, sink the hips a bit lower. Inhale. Exhaling the hands down, curling under the toe, joining the right foot to the front. Left foot back, knee down, uncurl the toe. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, sinking the hips a bit lower. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, curling under the back toe and stepping back into plank. Now let's flow. Full chaturanga or modified knees, chest, chin to child's pose, meeting in downward facing dog. Here, make sure you're grounding through the hands. Maybe you want to gently pedal out the legs, drawing the heels back to the earth. On your next inhale, looking forward, stepping or jumping to the front of the mat. Inhale halfway, exhale, rise all the way up. Taking a moment here, preparing for the next inhale, arms coming up. Gentle back bend, exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands finding the mat, stepping the right foot back, knee down, uncurling the toe. Inhaling up. Exhale, sink the hips. Left hand finding the inside of the left foot, right hand finding the right hip, opening up the chest. Maybe reaching that right hand up to the sky, keeping the chest open. Inhaling, hands up and down, bringing that right foot forward. Left foot back, lowering the knee, uncurling the toe. Inhaling up. Exhale, sinking through the hips. Now your right hand is going to find the inside of the right foot. Left hand on the left hip, opening up the chest. Maybe reaching that hand up. And then coming back up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, stepping back into plank, finding your flow, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Remembering that you could always come to child's pose if you need a rest, or join me in downward facing dog. Gently pedal out the toes, pressing through the fingers and the hands, stepping to the front of the mat. Forward fold, inhale halfway, exhale pushing through the feet and taking another moment here. Feeling the heat generating through your body, going back to that intention, starting again into Tadasana, preparing on your next inhale up, gentle back bend, exhale, forward fold, inhale halfway, exhale, step back, pressing through the hands. Option here to continue with the knee down modified version or step the foot back, keep the knee up, coming up into our crescent pose, grounding through the right heel, warrior one. Now to modify, left elbow to left knee or left hand to the inside of the left foot, right hand finds your hip, opening up the chest, reaching that arm up, keeping the chest open. Lowering the hands, coming back up through high crescent, back down, stepping the right foot in, left foot back. Modify, knee stays down. If not, keep that knee up. Inhaling the arms up, exhale, sink through the hips, high crescent. Lowering the left heel, bringing the right elbow to the right knee, or if it's within your flexibility, right hand to the right foot. Left hand finds your left hip or circle it up and opening up the chest. Coming back up to high crescent, hands down, stepping back into plank and finding your flow. either full chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, joining me in downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to pedal out the legs, looking forward, stepping or jumping to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, standing up. Taking a moment here, catching your breath. We're going to go a bit faster with this next one, adding and building on. Inhale up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, grounding through the hands, stepping or jumping back into plank. Stepping the right foot between the hands, inhaling up into high crescent, modified lowering the knee. Coming through warrior two, elbow to knee, or extended side angle, grounding through the right palm, through the earth. If it's within your practice, you can bind here, bending through the front knee, opening up the chest. Unbinding and coming back. Warrior two, turning over the palm into reverse warrior before windmilling the hands back down, stepping into plank, stepping your left foot in between your hands. Inhaling up, exhale, sinking into warrior two. Coming back into your extended side angle, your elbow to knee, hand to hip, or opening up through your chest. If it's within your practice, taking the bind here, sinking your hips a little bit lower into the move. Inhale, exhale, coming out, back through to warrior two, reversing the warrior before windmilling back down into plank. Now finding your flow, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga, or you could skip it out completely and meet me in downward facing dog. Taking a few moments here, maybe finding stillness in the posture before looking forward, stepping or jumping between the legs. Inhale halfway, exhaling forward fold, inhale to rise. Taking another moment here. If you're like me, I can really feel the heat building up. And we're going to go again for the final flow. Inhale, gentle back bend, exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway, exhale, plant the hands, jump or step back into plank, chaturanga. Find your flow before pushing back into downward facing dog. Right leg up, three-legged dog, knee into chest before pushing back into three-legged dog. Your right foot between your hands, inhale to rise, exhale finding warrior two. Dristi, your vision looking at the front middle finger, bending forward into triangle pose, hand finding the ground, the shin, the thigh, avoiding the knee. Before coming back through, bending through that front knee, warrior two, sink a little bit lower. Inhale, exhale, reverse warrior before windmilling the hands back down into plank. Finding your flow, inhale to upward facing dog or cobra, exhale downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, left knee into chest. Push the left foot back before bringing your left foot between the hands. Inhaling to rise, high crescent. Exhale, opening out into your warrior two. Left hand to the ground, or your shin, or your thigh, opening up the chest, triangle pose. Before bending through the front knee, coming back into warrior two. Sink a little bit lower. Reverse warrior before windmilling the hands back down into plank. Finding your flow, inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, exhale to your downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to paddle out the legs. Maybe you want to shake your head from side to side, twist through the body, whatever you need before looking forward and then coming into a seated position. And we are going to take Dandasana. This active seating position, flexing the feet, engaging the legs, lengthening the spine and pressing the arms down. Reaching up, we're going to take a forward fold, hinging at the hips, keeping the chest open, vision up, looking at your toes, seeing if on your inhales you can lengthen the spine further, and exhale, sinking the belly to the thighs, making sure you're not rounding through the shoulders, keeping your spine as long as possible. Reaching your arms forward, we are going to controlled lie back to the floor before preparing for bridge, bending the knees, maybe windmilling the hips side to side just to loosen up the lower back, maybe hugging your knees into your chest, rocking side to side, doing some circles one way and then the other way before lowering your feet back down. So we want to be able to ideally touch our fingertips to our heels. If you look from the side, you want to be able to see the edges of your feet. We're going to start by rocking the hip, imagining you've got a bowl of water on your hips. You're just peeling your sit bones off before peeling all the way up, vertebra by vertebra, to the top of the spine. Rolling under the shoulders, you might want to join the hands here just while we take a few deep breaths in our bridge pose, and then slowly and controlled lowering vertebra by vertebra, relaxing the spine back, countering, we're hugging the knees into the chest, maybe rocking side to side. And we'll just do that again, so making sure your feet are in the right position, peeling the spine, vertebra by vertebra up, maybe joining the hands under, rolling under the shoulders, and then gently melting the spine back to your mat. Rocking out the back, countering, and then taking a few rocks up. Gradually coming up, maybe seeing if you can hold it slightly, engaging the core until we do the final rock up into boat pose. So from here you can keep the feet to the floor, maybe the tippy toes up, either bending the knees or going into full boat pose with the legs out in front, arms out, before coming back in. Coming down to your mat, lying on your back, doing your last movements, maybe squeezing the knees into the chest, forehead to knees, before coming into our final relaxation pose. Maybe you want to put on a jumper or some socks and just lie on the mat. Feet a little bit wide apart, arms out to your side, palms up, and just try and let everything go. We're going to do a quick body scan, thanking ourselves for today's practice and just letting go of any stress and tension. Bringing your awareness to your feet. Are you holding any tension there? Can you let that tension go? Moving up to the legs, thinking about your calves, your knees, your thighs. Do you have any tension there? Can you let that tension go? And say, my feet and legs are now relaxed. Moving into the hands, thinking about the fingers, the palms, the wrist. Do you have any tension there? Can you let that tension go? And say, my hands are now relaxed. Moving into the arms, the forearms, elbows, shoulders, triceps and biceps. Do you have any tension there? Can you let that tension go? And say, my arms are now relaxed. Thinking about your back and your core, your shoulders and your chest. Do you have any tension there? Can you let that tension go? And say, my core, my back is now relaxed. Bringing your awareness to your head and neck. Can you let go of your jaw? Relax your brows. And say, my forehead and neck is now relaxed. Thinking back to your intention for this practice and thanking yourself for everything your body does. Slowly now, bringing attention back into your body, maybe circling the wrists and the toes, Stretching out, maybe bringing the knees back into the chest and rolling to one side. Keeping your eyes closed if you're able to. Coming now up to a seated position. Nice deep breath in and exhale. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Thanking yourself for showing up today and joining me with your practice. I hope you feel energized, and I hope to see you again soon.